this generation of Portuguese players, right, have deliberately decided, for whatever reason, it might be important to you, but it's not that important to us. Bruno has played under 5 managers at United. What it means is that Bruno plays well, regardless of system, manager, teammates, formation, he just plays well. That tells me that there's something cynical going on in that team. When you juxtapose that with the Argentine team, Bacaysa played a terrible season. Romero played a terrible season at Tottenham.
Yeah, of course.
You know, Martinez came back from an ACL this season at United.
Was considering retiring.
Have you watched Argentina's games? Have you seen the dog in those players, right?
Now, it's easy to say that these players, you know, they don't want to play for Ronaldo, but what has Ronaldo done personally to deserve all of these players need to die on the pitch for him? Bro, hold on.
Finish.
Bruno's worst season at United so far was when Ronaldo was at United.
In terms of numbers?
Yeah, in terms of numbers, you can go and check it out. When Messi comes to interviews, whether it's mixed zone, whatever it is, he uses the word we. It's a collective effort. You will never see Messi come and tell you that he has done his best, he has done this, he has done that. Bro, we are human beings, I've always said it here. There are times that when you want to make the occasion about yourself, these players will indirectly be jealous.
I'm going next.
You get, these players will indirectly be jealous. And that is why you cannot tell me that the Bruno I watched at United has suddenly changed in just a month.
Are you
so in the end, you can please let's cut the players some slack. There's a reason.
No, I'm not cutting.
There's a reason they've done this. And
I'm not cutting.
Does Ronaldo really deserve for all of them to die on the field for him?
If there is one country that have used the power of their media, their films, their documentaries, their stories to propagate their hegemony in the world, it's the USA, right? Everything I've seen, right, is they want to tie the MLS, they want to make the MLS bigger than what it is, and they want to use Messi as the protagonist.
You know the pushback.
And luckily for them,
So Messi has to win the World Cup for them to be able to.
Luckily for them, right? They've chosen the perfect protagonist, because never mind you creating the conditions to make it happen. You have a guy that can actually, damn the conditions and go ahead and make it happen. Hello everybody, welcome along to our Hindsight Podcast Studios. I am Yubi, installed one of the metronome. Well, the knockout stage is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, producing drama, controversy, and defining moments. Brazil are out after Norway's stunning upset. England survived the thrilling battle with Mexico. Africa's contingents are down to 1, and the legend of Cristiano lives on. Today, on Rest Day, we take stock of all that's transpired, and with 10 days to the end of this extravaganza, the race to the finish is on. I'm glad to be in the company of 3 of Nigeria's finest podcasters, at least according to your Spotify Wraps. Double award-winning podcaster, of course, TikTok favorite, everyone's favorite senior man, Mr. Inyobo Monday. It is a pleasure to have him on the show as well. And of course, the man who's always in good form, A&R opportunities, Mr. Olakunle Rufai. Last but not the least, of course, you've got double award-winning podcaster, Twitter sweethearts, now ex Mr. IBK Sports as well. It is a pleasure to welcome all of you to the podcast. Great to see you all. Huh?
I double award. I say, now my glory you won't give it.
See, no, I don't take where you get prediction. No.
Yeah.
How many times we know they look prediction?
I'm just putting it out there.
No,
Everyone will be on fire next year.
This World Cup, I need it.
I tell you what, right? Because we're in the stage where the predictions need to come clutch now, right?
Exactly.
So we're going to bring a whiteboard out today or tomorrow, and on the next episode actually, and get those predictions in. So be a part of the show as always. Thanks, shout out to all our people on YouTube, of course, on the WhatsApp community. We're still trying to get that to 1,000 plus people. So invite more people, send an invite to 5 people, and that would be great, right? Anyway, we're still having a great time as far as the Summer World Cup vibes go, courtesy of our sponsors, Edwards, who are, we're having a great time, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's been a nice chilled vibes with a cognac that we totally identify with. So big ups to our friends out there in Ireland. Right, gentlemen. Let's start today with the football in itself, because I was thinking about the aftermath of all we've seen, and today is the rest day of the World Cup. No game.
First time.
Yeah, first time since the World Cup started. So it's a nice breather, so to speak, and it allows us to sink our teeth into all we've observed. Yeah. And I want to start off with the elephant in the room, because that is quite important. And Ronaldo's swan song didn't go as planned. And when you think about all of that and how that played out, I want to hear fresh takes on that, right? In the aftermath of that, what is your overriding feeling to the events that played out against Spain?
Yeah, okay. End of the road, end of a very glittering era for one of the greatest the world has ever seen. And what was a surprise, from my point of view? Not necessarily. I didn't think that, Portugal, on the strength of what they've offered, pre this game, I didn't think they were going to upset the apple cart. I didn't think it was going to be anything. The scoreline suggested the game was close. I don't think it was. I think Spain were, overwhelmingly better than Portugal in every facet of the game.
No, sir, that's not accurate.
In my opinion, I didn't think Portugal created anything. The only reason that game was that tight is because Oyarzabal hasn't scored an absolute sitter 1v1. If he scores that, Portugal open up and they get beaten very well.
That's ifs.
And I'm just saying. Yeah. I can't remember any chance of note that Portugal created. I can't remember any time it felt like it was a tight game. Spain dominated position, created all the chances, and ultimately won the game. The scoreline suggested that it was a tight game. It wasn't tight by any stretch. But hold on, let me finish. So the point is, the great man buying out in that way, maybe not the spectacular way that, the script writers would have wanted him to bow out, but that's been the story of Portugal all through the tournament. They've absolutely wobbled all through the tournament. Yeah. They had a good game against Uzbekistan, and you really wonder against Congo. They couldn't win. Should have lost against Colombia. We're very fortunate not to concede a last-minute goal against Croatia. They've been absolutely shocking. They've been shocking.
I'm going to run a tight ship today, IBK. So. Try and follow my lead, right? And because this is pretty much a final take, because the dust has very much settled on Portugal's World Cup ordeal. And I personally think that when you look at the pre-tournament expectation, right? Vitinha coming off the back of 2 World Cup, 2 Champions League titles. Bruno coming off the back of a best individual season as far as a creator-in-chief goes. Yeah. João Neves, maybe one of the best, ball winners and people that gets himself around. All the players in that team, right? Bar, Mendes, Costa, the goalkeeper, the centre back, what's his name? The guy with the big hair. Vega, right?
Didn't make it at Chelsea, surprisingly.
I think bar those 3 players, right? The rest of the team underperformed, you get, and big man Cristiano.
I think Ruben Diaz didn't underperform. Maybe not to the level he should be,
at some point.
No, Ruben Diaz.
He got injured, he came back, so he wasn't really fit.
Ruben Diaz played most of the game.
I think Vega
was better than
Vega was.
It was.
There are 3 players in that team that played well. 4 players that played well.
Which is another
right?
thing. If Vega is your best defender, okay.
Right. So Vega plays well. Costa plays well. Mendes plays very well. Ronaldo plays very well. And for
Ronaldo
me,
played very well.
Yeah.
Not quite sure.
Hold on. When you think about the consequence of the performances we've seen, and I want to talk about Bruno because I'm the guy who I don't know that anybody is more fond of Bruno on this set than myself, right? When you're Bruno and you spend the last 6 years, right, building a profile as one of the best creators of this generation, right? I think he has spent the last 1 month destroying it. I think what he has done is effectively spent the last 1 month of the time with Portugal. I've seen clips where it's important to know that Bruno has played under 5 managers at United. You know, played under, Ole, played under Carrick, played under Ten Hag, played under Ruud van Nistelrooy, played under Amorim. And at no point in time, right, has Bruno ever been found wanting. Now, it is important to note that because what it means is that Bruno plays well, regardless of system, manager, teammates, formation, he just plays well. When you take that body of work and go into the World Cup, and I've seen clips where the pass on,
and he hasn't
played that pass. That tells me that there's something cynical going on in that team. And for me, it is unacceptable. And for me, I want to talk about the consequence of what the players have done, right? With any other player in any other tournament, right, at any other moments in the world, the cost of Ronaldo's exits would mean little. But we're talking about the big man, Cristiano. But because it was Ronaldo's swan song, it was the encore, pretty much, the last one, right? All the big players in that team would have to live with infamy, right? Of, being the guys who let, one of the greatest down. Because, when you think about the way Ronaldo performed at 41, right? How many goals did Portugal score? Maybe 8 goals in the entire tournament.
He's the highest goal scorer.
Highest goal scorer. I think that, you look at Higuain, for example. Higuain's numbers as a striker is elite. Right. But Higuain's, when you speak about him now, he's spoken about with a level of lack of enthusiasm because of the World Cup miss. Because of what it was supposed to mean. Because it was supposed to mean to Messi at the time. And I think the players in the camp, Vitinha, João Neves, Bruno Fernandes, they don't realize how long he's going to live with them. That they've almost defined their career, right? Almost with a bad performance for 1 month. So
if they win another World Cup,
great for them. But again, Higuain, didn't stay in national team to do the World Cup.
So let me just quickly say this: there's a conspiracy theory. Actually, there's a conspiracy theory that flying around that Bruno's worst season at United so far was when Ronaldo was at United.
In terms of numbers?
Yeah, in terms of numbers, you can go and check it out.
Why didn't you check it and tell us?
No, you can.
What is the numbers?
Why would they cram numbers for it?
No,
they cram numbers for it. So people have been saying that, and I, like I always say, it's good to watch the games yourself. So no one comes to you and tell you, oh, Bruno played well or not. I was discussing with Wally before we came, and I said that midfielders now, what they do easily is to recycle balls, and that's to show you that how lazy midfielders are at the moment. There are times that Ronaldo will make some runs. There are times that he would need to, drop deep. There are times that he would be the one to even instruct Bruno to send. The only goal he scored, I think the best goal he scored at this World Cup, he was the one that actually told Bruno where he's going to put the ball. I'm sure if he did not do that, Bruno would not send the ball there.
I was watching Rooney. I was watching Rooney, who was working for the BBC, over the World Cup, and Rooney was saying, that for him it's quite easy, right? If you have Ronaldo in the box, right, the ball has to arrive in the box. You have probably two of the best deliverers in the world. You have Bruno Fernandes, right? You have Mendes, right? You have to arrive the ball in the box. There is no better player in the world in that 12, 18-yard area than Cristiano.
And at 41, I think Rufai made that point the other side. At 41, the runs that Ronaldo makes...
Only better by Mbappe.
For a 41-year-old...
Only better by Mbappe.
For a 41...
What did you say at the top?
The runs he makes.
No, hold on. IBK, let's be serious.
The runs he makes.
At 41, the awareness,
right?
Because Ronaldo clearly doesn't have the legs to go at the kind of tilt he used to.
Which is what I'm saying. The runs he makes only better by Mbappe's sprints.
At 41, the presence of mind, the awareness to be at this position, to be here, is incredible because people talk about the intensity, and obviously the intensity is not there anymore. But as a centre forward, you don't lose it overnight. You don't lose, I need to arrive in this place overnight. And that's what Ronaldo has done in this tournament. The shame has been those balls not arriving when he's made those runs.
First of all, I want to start with Sinoma saying, oh yeah, Spain dominated it. First of all, at the end of the game, the possession was 55-45. Spain, it wasn't like...
I watch you.
I watched the match through the entirety of the game. I watched it.
Yeah, you need to get glasses, man.
I watched the entirety of the game too. Spain didn't dominate to the way you said it. Spain were the better side, but they didn't. The way you said it, like, oh, it was a golf.
Yeah.
That's why I'm disagreeing with. And then the second thing, Yubi said he doesn't think that there's anybody that loves Bruno or whatever. I don't think you even like support Bruno as much as I do, because the way I've watched this guy multiple times. There was a time Yubi was slandering the guy now, and I mean, agree now. I said no, it's impossible. However, I go back to the thing I said when Nigeria didn't make it to the World Cup, right? See, no man, producer, I won't come on your head like this, because now for when we shoot, they check investment.
No, they I know they check investment, they check stats.
It's rest day on the World Cup now. Rest day.
Stats.
You're checking investment.
What kind of stupid slander is this?
Yeah, rest day.
You
I'm
know,
gonna slap you.
maybe you get game where they go on for those league where they on top ice.
They check market.
You get they check market. I don't understand. I invest in high risk businesses across. Anyways, I go back to what I said when Nigeria didn't make it to the World Cup. It will never be acceptable to me when you play a very high stakes game and the oldest, the most talented, the most important players of that team
Don't show
are
up.
cowering. It will never be acceptable.
It is.
And I watched that game and I'm thinking, even when Spain scored, you've got like maybe 4 minutes to try and find a goal, and you're passing between the centre backs. Bruno is getting the ball and passing to Bernardo Silva beside the centre back. They're passing it back to him. He's passing it to the left back. And I'm wondering, you've got 4 minutes to find another goal. And I'll make a comparison.
Yeah.
Ronaldo walks when they are playing. He doesn't have the legs. He walks, and rightfully so. Same thing Messi does. I've watched a lot of Argentina's games. Walks. But you know the difference.
You know the funny thing? Ronaldo actually runs more than Messi.
More than Messi.
Yeah.
He does.
Because Messi is in the central midfield.
Yes.
Ronaldo is in the centre forward, so he's constantly
He's constantly making sprints.
The offside trap needs to be aware
the
of it.
difference between both of them is Messi, as he got older, is now more of a creator. He still scores lots of goals, but the bulk of his game is I'm a creator. So majority of the time, he wants the ball to fit.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, as he got older, is I'm a number 9. I'm going to occupy
Don't give him the
the
ball.
defenders.
Yeah.
So play it
Into space.
into space.
Yeah.
Play it in behind. So it's different,
Cross the ball.
requirements, right? For Argentina, I see how they don't build up, even when they try and build up slow. Once they see a running behind, they launch it.
fact.
Diagonals keep flying.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at them against Egypt.
Exactly.
Diagonals keep flying. They keep, and I'm wondering, it's knockout football. It's knockout football.
It has to be on the goal.
It has to be on the goal. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And then you concede. And you're still doing the exact same thing. I don't want to talk about the sabotage, because there's no proof.
Yeah,
there's no proof,
right? But how do you play like that? And I have the biggest problem I have with a player like Bruno Fernandes, right, is we've seen how you play normally.
But Bruno has played under 5 managers.
Ultimately,
and his game doesn't change.
I know. I always see, the thing I always talk about is the thought process of a professional football player. When your backs are against the wall, certainly even when they play set, when your backs are against the wall, the only reaction is, this is the wall. I don't have anywhere to go anymore.
Like,
I have to go back this way. You have to punch through.
Yeah.
So why is it that you've considered a goal
and then you're still recycling?
And you're still doing the same thing. So it begs, and you see some of the things that remember when we were talking about at the end of the season, that when you call a player world class, you want to check in different high-stakes situations.
Yeah.
João Neves, for example, all tournaments,
Average player.
abysmal on the ball.
Yeah.
Offers nothing on the ball. Against Spain, he looks like a scared kid on the ball. He looks like a scared kid.
Also, it's important for me to mention that I think I've seen finally why Vitinha didn't work at Premier League. Vitinha is not
playing for Wolves.
No. He was playing for Wolves. But he's
the profile is difficult.
He's a football player who plays to detail of the coach. He plays from the coach's brain.
Like he's a system
That's
player.
the problem I have with Bruno too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he plays from the coach's
problem
brain.
I have with Bruno too because
Vitinha doesn't
when
play.
you pass against the wall, I was thinking Bruno would be the guy.
Bruno doesn't do that. Bruno, that's my proof.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my proof.
I think there's something wrong.
No, it's not there's something wrong. You see, somebody said I used the word empirical too much last week, right? The sample size, right, of Bruno's body of work means suggests one thing. He doesn't play to the letter of the manager's instructions. Bruno plays high risk football, high risk, high reward.
High risk, high reward.
And that's how we arrived at the word the volume creator.
Yeah.
Because in any game,
All passes every time.
Yeah.
All passes every time.
Bruno is a spamming, he spams you.
When the score was 0-0,
They call him
the score was 0-0.
Trent,
Okay,
don't
I
get
can
on.
understand that. Okay, the game is here. Let's
That's
not
the
topple
kind,
it.
yeah.
But when I don't concede, and you only have 4 minutes left,
Bro.
and Bruno they pass, vertical,
They call him-
horizontal passes.
They call him El Bomber. You understand?
They-
he bombs like,
they bomb.
if you know your
Even
boy,
for
your
midnight, they
your friends, you understand? Your friends, they bomb constantly. They keep bomb.
My friends, they crazy.
You know,
What do you mean his friends?
No, I just,
I mean, look over me,
Is there something we don't know here?
no,
Please. Now football I can't talk.
You know how I just go.
Now football I can't talk.
That's the racist sign, right? But ultimately, I don't think that it is natural behavior to all of a sudden switch into it.
Could it be that they were playing to what the coach wanted?
No.
See.
No.
They were in.
Bruno is not that kind of player.
Why they were
Bruno
in?
is still under 5 manager.
There's a problem.
Let's check out Martinez.
No,
Is Martinez a more serious manager than Ten Hag?
He's not.
No, he's not.
Ronaldo don't come on now. We go see what they go do.
So the point
It's a
is,
problem.
it's I said after the first game, Portugal have had a fair share of top players over the years. In the real Portuguese eyes, Eusebio is still the greatest Portuguese player in their eyes. No, in the Portuguese community, if you ask them, they always think of
that's a
Eusebio.
lie.
No, let him keep.
No, hold on.
No.
He's not wrong.
No, in
he's right.
Portuguese,
No, it's preposterous.
Eusebio.
No. It's preposterous.
No, he's right.
And I won't let you pedal down on this.
You mean
I won't let you pedal. You don't have the answer. Let me go to the final now.
you enter their community, he's right.
My bro. There is no player. Don't kill the Eusebio.
Only Messi. Only Messi.
You see,
Even in Argentina, no vex.
See,
Even in Argentina, there are older people who tell you that Messi no reach Maradona.
the people who think that Messi,
But they crazy.
the people who think that Messi is the greatest player of all time in Argentina are people who are 40 and below. If you ask in Argentina, 50-year-old people and above, see, there is nothing Messi will do
That will make them put him above
they'll
Maradona.
put him above Maradona. So hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
They're crazy.
They're not crazy, Baba. Now you watch Maradona, so
You get
I watch them.
pipe down.
see if you hear Guy Lineker talk about Maradona.
I don't want to hear him.
No, I want to hear. I want you to hear.
Bro, Uncle Paul, I told you guys about the call. He talked about Maradona. He said, bro, he gave me one example and it makes sense.
He said Guy Lineker said we're playing Argentina at the World Cup. He said he got on the pitch.
Yeah.
While they were warming up, he picked the ball, hit it. Boom!
That's where the famous song comes from now.
He said he kicked the ball went up.
Bro, you
as
don't
the ball was coming back, he hit it again. Pop!
So you forgot his key step. He said
He said he must have done it 13. He said he must have done it around 12 or 13 times, and the ball didn't move more than 2 steps.
Yeah.
He said the next day in training, every English player
Was trying to do it.
was trying to do the same thing. He said I did it 2 times and I had by the 3rd time I was scrambling for the 3rd ball. About the level of so those people.
Uncle said Maradona went to Napoli. So you guys don't understand. You see Napoli now.
Yeah.
Say he went to Napoli. It's like saying a player left. I think he left. Which club did he
Barcelona?
leave? He left Barcelona. I went to Napoli. It's like leaving Manchester United in England and going to. At the time, Napoli. They were
Maybe like Udinese.
like going. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And
I know,
he went there. The season he went there, they won the league.
Yeah.
Like literally, he's the one that dragged them.
I personally
and
think,
they won the league. None of these goats what they talk about now don't do that.
Bro, I personally think, right, that bar the drug scandal, right, Maradona is the greatest player in Argentina. Skill for skill.
So move on with. I know you're happy. Move on with what we were talking about before.
I know you're happy. You see this guy. You know Ronaldo.
IBK. You saw me.
Let me make a point. Don't come on stone for a leg.
Wait.
IBK don't come on stone from under your leg.
You say with the Chris.
You don't agree with Ronaldo, but you agree with Messi.
Let me make the point I was making. In modern day football, Portuguese football has been characterized by what Ronaldo has done. You know, the fame he has done with his football. It beats me for 6. It beats me. Like, I sit down, I'm trying to understand why the Portuguese team cannot look at Ronaldo and say, we are going to kill ourselves for you. We are going to make you look good for us because of this thing you have done.
Wait. Let me respond.
Gentlemen.
It beats me.
I need to respond.
He's running a tight ship.
Gentlemen.
Right,
I'm Mike 1.
All right, sir. Commandant.
But you don't need to person. We don't be Mike 1.
When I yank it off you get.
But you didn't yank it off him.
This is not your set.
I was about to. You didn't yank it off him. I needed to say something quickly.
What I'm going to say, and trust me, like, you know, follow my lead, right?
Right. See, I'm about that
give you president for this country. We this country.
I was watching the and we'll wrap up on Ronaldo quickly, right? I was watching the pre-game post press conferences, right? Yeah. And
the pre or post?
Pre. And there's something Ronaldo clearly said, right? He said, "My conscience is clear, right? I'm giving my best, right?"
No, that's post now.
No.
That's after the game.
He said it pre-too.
Pre-game, right? I'll give my best. My conscience is clear. No matter what happens tomorrow, my conscience, I'll give my best.
Of course.
And for me, I like to take a closer look at, I like to read between the lines, right? When Ronaldo has done 4 or 5 press conferences, and Ronaldo is very media savvy, you know, when he does 4 or 5 press conferences, right, whether it's in the mixed zone, whether it's in the, you know, in the official conference area, and he repeats the same term, what I think he's saying is, look, when the inquest happens, because I think he knew they were not going to win the World Cup. I think Cristiano knew.
Of course he did.
Right.
But you still go there.
Yeah, you still go there and you speak tough, right? But I think in heart of heart, he clocked it after maybe the first 2 games that this team is not up to it. Because when you won so much like Cristiano, you know when you're in a winning team.
Yeah.
You know when you're in a winning team. I think Ronaldo knew.
I agree.
And so when he starts the rhetoric that I think I've given my best, my conscience is clear. He said it 1, 2, 3 times. I realized very quickly that he was preparing for what was going to be a final bow, right? Okay, will you let me finish? Right. So what that tells me is that this generation of Portuguese players, right, have deliberately decided, for whatever reason.
Use allegedly before they told you lost.
They won't go so for it.
For whatever reason, decided it might be important to you, but it's not that important to us. Because when you juxtapose that with the Argentine team, right? McAllister played a terrible season at Liverpool. Played an underwhelming season by standards, right? Right. I see people comparing the Rice with McAllister. They're not on the same level, right? But I saw him play. Romero played a terrible season at Tottenham.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
collecting red card, left, right, and center.
Martinez came back from an ACL this season at United.
Was considering retiring.
Have you watched Argentina's games? Have you seen the dog in those players, right? So when you say you don't have the proof, I do. So it's these 2 eyes here. You get Oju Yobo. You get.
I don't. You relax.
Can I?
I can see. So yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Now it's easy to say that these players, you know, they don't want to play for Ronaldo, but
now what you just talk just now when we talk.
Hold on. It's very easy to say that they don't want to play.
But you said it.
But
was it hard or easy that time?
What has Ronaldo done personally to deserve all of the these players need to hold on. These players need to die on the pitch for him. Bro, hold on.
Finish.
After the game against Cabo Verde, they interviewed Lisandro Martinez. You know, he talked about his time when he was struggling with the ACL, he wanted to retire. Did you hear what he said that Messi did to him? Like, Messi reached out to him, always trying to, encourage him, tell him one or two things to do. Like, Messi was trying to tell him, don't worry. See, this thing is just a face. Same thing if you ask the likes of Romero, if you ask all of these guys. And most times when Messi comes to interviews, whether it's mixed zone, whatever it is, he uses the word we. It's a collective effort. You will never see Messi come and tell you that he has done his best, he has done this, he has done that. Bro, we are human beings. I've always said it here. There are times that when you want to make the occasion about yourself, these players will indirectly be jealous.
I'm going next.
You get, these players will indirectly be jealous. And that is why you cannot tell me that the Bruno I watched at United has suddenly changed in just a month.
Are you
so in the end, please let's cut the players some slack. There's a reason.
And I'm not cutting.
There's a reason they've done this. And
I'm not cutting.
Does Ronaldo really deserve for all of them to die on the field for him?
Okay,
he makes a good point.
Wait. Where I'll start my response.
He makes a disaster.
Wait, hold on. Senior man, relax.
Ronaldo has been talking multiple times saying,
Senior man,
you want to get to the camp and I am back. You don't need all those things.
That is not the reason
I am back.
They play like that.
Listen.
Why?
But I'm saying,
can I, Senior man, I will not allow. No, clearly you don't have the answer. I will not allow you. Clearly you don't have the answer. I will not allow you peddle lies on the show. First of all, IBK.
I see what you did there, man.
You know, on the last episode, when you make a fantastic point,
go for it, my brother.
I say it.
Go for it, my brother.
I think this one is fallacy. First of all,
fallacy.
I'll start by saying that if a professional.
You don't know if I follow. You don't know Peter Panel.
I'll start by saying if you're a professional football player playing for your country at the World Cup, and the reason you have down tools is because the greatest player in your lifetime spoke a certain way. First of all, you are a bum.
I agree.
That's number one.
You always I don't have for you.
Wait, no, but I agree.
You be OS.
Bro.
You get market for some people who don't know.
I agree. I learn new one. You say I'm free.
No, but I agree now.
Anyways.
If you be professional footballer and you don't go World Cup, when you say if you win that World Cup, they will give you medal.
I remember.
You go there your CV for life. And you let another person's behavior affect you.
No vex.
Like boom.
No vex. I remember the last.
It's not a joke.
I remember the last competitive national tournament I played in. It was like how old was I? I was like maybe 15, 16-ish, right. Or maybe 17. Right? What did they promise us? Oh, if you get to a certain level of this tournament, everybody's gonna get an international passport, and then we'll work on, maybe we'll go and play something, and then we lost in the quarterfinals. I was inconsolable. So imagine how you're playing at the World Cup, bro. And Bruno is 30 now or 29.
Yeah, 30.
So he's gonna play if he plays for the next World Cup, that's the last World Cup.
He's not playing next World Cup.
He will play.
He's 34. He will be 34, so he will play. Right? That will be his last World Cup. If you down tools because the greatest player of your lifetime spoke a certain way, you are a bum. You don't deserve to wear the jersey. That's one. Two is that's also not true what you said. The entirety of this tournament, in fact, after the first game they played, that there were a lot of criticisms of Ronaldo. When they played Uzbekistan and won, the picture Ronaldo posted was all of them hugging with United as the caption. When they were going to play this game against Spain, in his pre-game press conference, he said it as a matter of fact. The manager decides if I play or not. If I score or not. If obviously I want to score, but if I don't score, it will be another person that scores. The mission is not for me to score. It is for us to go through. He said it as a matter of fact.
But Ronaldo says...
Let me finish. I beg of you. Okay. Let me finish. I beg of you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, there's a video in the course of the World Cup where Ronaldo was speaking to Rodrigo because he had an ACL. And they captured the conversation. And he was saying, guy, how's everything going? Don't worry. Keep your head. It's only a matter of time. Everything will be fine. Just keep working hard. Everything will go well. IBK, it is preposterous, right?
Trending
Suggest it is preposterous to suggest
Telling lies.
that because you saw a certain Argentine player say Messi did this for me, it is preposterous to suggest that Ronaldo doesn't do it.
I did not say he doesn't do it.
That's what you insinuated
I never said
by
he doesn't
saying
do it.
how has Ronaldo earned the player playing for him. Bro, we're not foolish here. Relax.
What you be said?
We're not foolish.
What you be said? Hold on.
Relax.
What you be said in the pre-match about I've done my own, I've done this, I've done that.
So relax. The Diogo Jota situation when they won against Uzbekistan, he was the only player wearing the Diogo Jota jersey, going there with tears in his eyes and clapping. Before the Spanish game, he was the one talking about this is the most memorable World Cup because of what it means. Diogo Jota dying and all of that. Bro, you cannot come here and peddle because somebody doesn't do media this thing for you people. He's a bad person.
Did you hear Ronaldo say, before me, Portugal won no title?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah. No, hold on.
Why? That's a personal thing. Do you want me to respond to you? Do you want me to respond to you?
Let me learn.
When you say things like that, and whilst it's a statement of fact, Portugal won nothing before Ronaldo started playing for them.
Yeah.
They won 3 titles after he started playing for them. They didn't win those 3 titles because of him alone.
Yes.
They won those 3 titles because of the quality of the team.
Yes.
When you say things like that, that's why people are very quick to get up in arms against him.
But you'll be wrong, though.
Hold on.
And those are foolish people.
Hold on.
You'll be wrong.
You don't have to say
you don't
what
have
you've
to
done.
say things like that.
No. Can I respond?
Wait.
Can I respond?
No, because
wait.
A king will never call himself a king.
Shut it down.
A king will never call himself a king because he knows he's a king.
Let me ask a question. Hold on. Let me ask a question. Is there something?
I've been at Robert Mugabe.
Is there something? Mugabe.
Pep Guardiola went to the dressing room and said, "Everybody sit down. I'm the boss here."
That question you want to ask.
Is there anywhere? And this is not. I think that the Portuguese
ask your question now.
I think that the Portuguese players, for any reason,
Baba, ask your question. Baba, ask your question.
Is there any chance that those Portuguese players will be having somewhere in their heads thinking, if we go on and win this World Cup, the glory goes to Ronaldo?
Now, let me respond. Are you done? Let me respond. First of all, like I said initially when I spoke, if that's what's in your mind, you are a foolish person and you do not deserve to wear that jersey. I'll tell you why. The speech Ronaldo gave in the dressing room when they won the Euros is everywhere. Everybody have seen it.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
Have you seen that clip?
Have you seen it?
So if Ronaldo makes such speech in the dressing room,
I can play for you now.
And you have some type of way, and you feel some type of way because he didn't go and say in the press that is all of them. You are a foolish person, ultimately. Not only are you a foolish person, you are a stupid person. Because you are agreeing with it.
I wanna
call them their name.
Because you are agreeing with it. I'll go. Relax. And I'll go further, right? And I'll go further and I'll say, first of all, because I hear you say Messi, you never hear Messi say that. Also, what you never see is Messi having won a game, for example, against the Egyptians, and him getting asked about Ronaldo 3 fucking times in the post-match press conference. You don't see that as well. The reason Ronaldo responded like that is because there are too many fucking personal questions. There are too many fucking people telling him that maybe he hasn't fucking achieved anything. So do we understand English in this place?
No.
The reason he had to respond like that is because people keep coming and keep asking these silly questions. When they won against Uzbekistan, he stood in the post-match press conference.
Mid-zone, I remember.
Every single reporter kept asking Messi. The first one, Messi this. The second one, Messi that. The third one, he shut it down and went around. Let me finish. I allowed you. Let me finish.
I was the one who raised
brother, I will not allow you to go. You must let me finish.
Let me come.
The reason when you sit every time you do a post-match press conference, because this is the lies that you lot have tried to peddle, and I won't allow it stand. They say, the reason they create this narrative around Ronaldo is because of how arrogantly he presents himself. As much as there's a
statement of fact.
That might look like it makes sense. I'll tell you why it doesn't.
Closer inspection
I'll tell you why it doesn't.
Is folly.
When Ronaldo played the 2006 World Cup, How old was Ronaldo in 2006? He was a kid.
21.
He was a kid.
21.
He scored the final penalty kick that eliminated England from that World Cup. When he went back to Manchester United in the Premier League, what happened? Every time he played, they were boos.
They booing him.
He was a kid.
What had he done at the time to
He was a
deserve
kid.
to deserve that?
The media onslaught.
That's English man.
Bros,
No.
no.
You guys say
the false narrative about Ronaldo in the media was championed 80-70% by the English media. 80-70%. So this thing started when the boy was a kid. He had to come and defend himself. So every time you sit in the media, I'm not going to do a lot of the things Ronaldo does. Go out and speak about myself in a way. But what you are trying to insinuate.
No, I'm not insinuating.
Brother, I don't get
So let me come.
I'm asking questions.
Guys,
I'm probing.
Let me come in.
I'm probing. I'm asking
No,
questions.
sir.
I'm saying
No, sir. No, sir.
I'm probing. I'm sure you understand English. So
Guys.
I'm sure
No,
I'm
that's
probing.
that's why I want me to
let me come in here, right? And it's good that we dovetail off the Ronaldo, and it's funny because every time Ronaldo comes up,
you can't finish this and not talking about Martinez.
No.
Leave Martinez alone.
I honestly don't
They don't
think.
fuck. You don't leave the job.
I honestly don't think we'll probably come back to him, but I honestly don't think that he's worth.
Reason I want to speak about him, no vex. The reason I want to speak about him is because I think he's the singular reason. Obviously, we know, they don't look like a well coached, but I think he's the singular reason they lost against Spain.
Yeah.
No, we've talked about Bruno not playing well, Vitinha generally not playing well. Ultimately, I think he's the sole reason they lost against Spain. The reason is this.
I tell you what.
The game, Spain dominated. They did this. They created chances. They didn't score, whatever. But the moment they put up the sign, and it's 6 minutes to the end of the game, right? This brother, first of all, you've been struggling in midfield physically. You've been struggling. And the reason you've been struggling is because of only Rodri. Pedri and Dani Olmo, they are nowhere physically. The reason you've been struggling is because of Rodri alone. Guess what? You then subbed Vitinha and you brought on Bernardo Silva into the same midfield, right? What did De La Fuente do? What did he do? Immediately he subbed on Bernardo Silva. De La Fuente brought on Merino and Fabian Ruiz. The moment he brought on those two guys, I swear, while I was watching it, I removed my cap. I said, guy, they're going to overrun them in midfield now. I swear to God, that's what I did. The reason Merino scored that goal, right? If you had it, see, there's a reason you play defensive-minded players in defensive positions. If Declan was on the field for Portugal, that goal doesn't happen. When they got that free kick, Merino passed the ball and walked into their box and scored.
Yeah.
He was the one that passed the free kick. That's unbelievable.
Athleticism.
Athleticism. He just came on. He's still strong. He's still... Bro, what are you doing on the sidelines as a coach?
You left Vitinha, Ruben Neves on the bench.
You left Ruben Neves, you left Samu Costa on the bench, you left all these guys. By the way, Samu Costa is a beast. As a CM, he tackles like a madman. He plays for Levante or something in La Liga. No, Samu Costa, the guy that has tattoos and everything.
Yeah.
So you had all these people, they don't put 6 minutes, sign up. This brother don't bring Fabian Ruiz and Merino. Clearly, if we can't score, this game must go to extra time. Yeah. You have to respond as well. In midfield, you don't come off Vitinha. So now you got João Neves, who have been bullied all tournament physically. You have João Neves, Bruno Fernandes in midfield. Then you brought on Bernardo Silva in that midfield. All three of them. And they brought on Merino, Fabian Ruiz, and Rodri. In the same midfield. You are a buffoon.
In boxing, it's what you call a mismatch. You get. There's a reason there's a weight class. Weight class matter because it matters. And that might sound like tautology, but there's a reason if we go into a fight, right? Let's come up to your weight class.
Yes.
Do you understand? Because just by the power of my swing, so you have to understand that when you bring in,
I was saying last week, I'll put it in the hospital.
When Chris,
I'll put it in the hospital.
You have to
not fight over the fight.
That's coming with you get.
As they talk that I go put you for hospital and they pray so make IBK no respond to this thing.
This is a 1
because
this is a 2
because this guy thing go make
I don't see one guy for last. I don't tell you that this thing before. One guy will drive Keke Marwa. You don't go hit one guy when he drive Ford Benz. The guy don't come out like this. He don't hold the guy like this. I'm not joking. When you want people kill the guy, he drag the guy come out like this. He land him. Boom. 2, 3, 4. If you see how people they shout, you don't kill him.
You're funny. I can't fight.
He beat her.
You don't know.
The guy come weak. They beg him. He can't leave him. Throw him for ground. You walk out. They walk out. You know, I don't try.
You don't know if you fight until the scenario happens.
It's funny because you know in the history of narration of stories, right? I heard one of. I don't think you were around. I think you were in Ghana. Myself, Luz, you know, and the clan Usat.
Last week was Luz, by the way.
Dotu, and we spoke about one of the legendary tales, right, in Lagos entertainment history, right? And it was about skills.
Yes, sir.
You were around.
Yes, no, I wasn't around, but I know the story.
You know the story?
Ikechukwu and his brother.
They say this guy took out 18 bouncers.
My brother.
You understand?
Taekwondo, everything.
18 bouncers. Bro.
Ikechukwu and his brother. Yeah, Izu. Have you seen Izu?
Yeah, I've seen Izu. He's big.
Izu is not only is he big, he's a I think he's a black belt or something. He's a
Bro.
fat man. Him and his brother Ikechukwu,
Bro.
they beat bouncers.
Like you, they get those dogs now. Like you get those dogs.
Yeah.
Bro, it's got 18 bouncers. You know that? And no be by saying you shall fight. Now I know where to eliminate you. You off here.
That's why if you see, you can be angry in public. You can be angry in public, but I beg you, you know, for everything that you hold dear, do not fight just a stranger just for the sake of it. I know there are sometimes that you have to do something.
Defend yourself. No, you have to defend yourself.
Or say you have to, but do not fight
You don't go funny again.
do not fight a stranger,
The
bro.
man self.
You don't see that guy with the train for underrated.
My brother, you go fight that one. That guy, they move like Super Mario. He they move like saying a game.
I'm like,
And
The way the guy go near you.
I define money. Small time, my child will start to the train taekwondo.
No, you of course now.
No.
So the thing is, that's why I always
Before
say.
any unfortunate person in the future says he wants to bully my child,
No, that's why I always
I'll
say.
give her express information. I'll
concept-
say break the guy hand.
The concept of training, the concept of even doing those training, when you go and put kids in those training, it's not even just to know how to fight. It's that when you put them in those training, it's the same way if you take your kids on a football academy or you take them to go taekwondo or whatever, it creates something in their mind.
Yeah.
Structure, training,
regimen,
discipline.
Yeah.
You know, it
Good point.
creates all this and then it creates confidence, self-confidence.
But guess what? It creates more than that.
You agree?
Only no get
More than that, right? It creates self-control.
Yeah, it creates self-control.
Self-control,
Right. So it creates
any
self-control.
good taekwondo class, you know.
It creates self-control.
They teach you how to self-control. It's very important. And a big friend of mine, you know, he's got a boy and a girl, right? He always tells me, if you go believe, say, your son fit bully my daughter, you get, try and first. She's a black belter. She will just break his hand. Before they will say, you know, Jacob, they don't break somebody's hand. So, he said there is no scenario
They will
that
now call
my
you
child will
from
come
the
back and say, they bully my child. No,
They will now call you.
They'll call you, say, your child has broken somebody's hand.
will now call you.
I prefer that kind of report.
They'll call you.
Of
They'll
course.
call you from the school. They say, your child has been so violent. You need to have a meeting with my suspend. So hold on. Wait, did my son start it? He said no. But he finished it. No problem.
Fantastic.
I have no.
I withdraw him personally.
Come here, I give you
I have no issues with that.
I
When he
personally
come, I
withdraw
go
him.
buy ice cream.
I personally withdraw him. You understand? I personally withdraw him. I say, let's go. Your job well done, sir. You get. Anyway,
unfortunate.
I want to talk about I mean, this is pretty much our rest day, and I've seen the patterns enough to make it a talking point. You know, the refereeing decisions at the World Cup. I saw the Paraguay France game, right? I think that France. I think I have my respect for Kylian Mbappe has gone up. You know, and I said on last we were on radio together. I said the last time I saw a player behave so gracefully in the face of great provocation, you know, was Ronaldinho. You know, I mean, this guy at a corner flag, you know, comes Kylian Mbappe, kicks him, talking in his face. Kylian Mbappe just smiles at him. I was like, no, you're not going to distract me from the objective. I'm better than you. You get. I'm better than you. You're going to play football. And you know what? Come the moment to score a penalty, high stake moment, stepped up, scored the penalty, top guy, right? And I've watched other games. I watched the Argentina game, right? I watched the Argentina-Jordan game. I watched the Argentina-Egypt game, which is pretty much becoming big talking points. And I didn't watch the game in real time, right? But I saw the replay of the game, right? And the things I saw in that game are enough to... It's a farce. It's what you call a.
Is that why Argentina won?
No. I'll tell you what. It's a.
I want to know how far you want to go with the agenda.
Yeah.
in games, any football person knows. If you're leading me 2-0, right, and I score 2-1, 2-2, I'm going to win the game. If I know anything about football, I'm going to win the game.
Momentum.
It's just what it is. If you watch football for long,
Not
you know.
necessarily.
The moments. Let's say 8 out of 10 times that's what happens in a football game.
Okay.
Because it's just momentum. You get.
Yeah.
But moments make football games. And in the first half, Egypt had a chance to go 2-0 up, right? And they actually scored 2-0 up, right?
Okay, the goal that was chalked off.
Yeah, chalked off, right? Have you seen how far the VAR went back to chalk the goal off? Huh?
100
something.
Hold on.
100.
No, I don't.
Absolute boulder dash.
No, do you know
It
that?
was 11 seconds.
No,
From when the foul happened and when the goal happened was 11 seconds.
Hold on.
Do you know that-
Supersport highlighted
Do you know that the
it was
Argentine
11
players-
seconds.
Can you let me
Sorry,
finish?
sorry. Okay.
You didn't bring the fucking point. Let me finish.
Okay. Yeah,
right.
no.
When you have a football tournament, right, the idea is to make sure that the game is refereed without as much free flowing as possible, right? In the same game, when you allow free flow after having stopped the goal Argentina scores for the equalizer, right? An Egyptian defender is fouled. No,
It wasn't fouled.
it wasn't fouled.
They deemed it not to be a foul.
Right.
Pulling of the shirt.
So basically,
Is it the pulling of the shirt?
So basically,
Cinnamon.
Fatty.
Is it the pulling of the shirt?
On the Egyptian player. It deemed not to be a foul. So basically, in the same game, in 90 minutes, right, you have gone back to a call. You know, the first calls in games are very important, right? Because they set precedents.
Yeah.
Right. This is how I'm going to referee today. Today I'm going to call everything back. Today I'm going to let the game flow. When you in the first half have pulled something back for as slight as that, right? Then you have to maintain that consistency for the entire game.
What are you calling slight? The foul on Martinez.
The foul on Martinez, right?
It was a foul. He stepped on his toe.
It was a foul, but it was right.
But the
It's
foul
not
was
consistent with how this World Cup has been
but
ref.
it was a foul.
It's not.
No, it was a foul. You're not listening.
Hold on. I'm saying
It was a foul.
forget the World Cup. Forget the World Cup. The game itself, the 90 minutes itself, you have made 2 calls, right, that are direct opposite to each other, right? You've called one back, which has set precedents. You should call it, at least go to VAR.
And which one?
I'm trying to.
In the build-up to the Argentina goal.
I'm trying to.
Let me say this very quickly.
The fatty one.
That was
I'm
just
saying.
pulling his shirt.
Let me say this very
That was
quickly.
not enough.
Let me say this very quickly.
I think
I think the
enough.
tackle of Martinez was a foul. Let me say something.
Hold on, Rufai.
I-
It's a foul, right?
Yes.
If you say it's a foul,
It's a clear foul. It's not even.
No, it was no.
Like, see,
do you want to watch it?
Senior man.
It's a clear foul. He stepped on his toes.
Senior man, let's not be obtuse.
Let's watch it back.
No, you don't even need to watch it
I
back.
don't need to.
Relax. Let's not be obtuse.
Okay, then out.
It is a foul. All right? It is a foul. If you ref by the book, and all that. But it is, what's the word that we use? It's not a top, like the way this World Cup has been, we saw Paraguay, France. The way this World Cup has been refed is we're going to allow free flow. As a matter of fact, Solis went and tweeted and said they are doing too much to try and protect a spectacle. Because they are allowing games go when there's a clear foul.
Yeah.
That's how this tournament has been refed. What I will tell you, so 2 truths can coexist. It was a foul. But with how this tournament has been refed, it was cheap.
Okay, so the reason that was brought back, because when that foul happened, people didn't understand. I was watching the game and the complaint was, that has gone on so far. How has that been allowed? The minute Egypt won that ball, they gave it to Hassan. He moved the ball in 11 seconds. Go and watch it. 11 seconds. From when he
It's not
moved the
necessarily
ball.
the same sequence. Assam moved and then passed to Salah and then Salah passed.
It was 11 seconds.
Senior man.
If that move was maybe 30 seconds, then there's an
I don't
argument.
have you don't understand. I don't have a problem with chalking it because I don't think that's why Egypt lost. I think Egypt lost because ultimately they were not good enough.
Let me.
But I think that
Let me come.
there has to be consistency.
Inconsistent. No,
Again. You guys, you are arriving at the point I was trying to make. You understand? What I'm saying is, you have to ref the game consistently.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
When you step into on the football pitch, right, and you think that today, I don't think I'm gonna. Again, I hate to go to boxing, right? I saw a fight where
You hate it, don't go.
Crawford said, the guy tells us, comes in, lays ground rules. I am not a ref that will give you a second count. You give you a second chance. Yeah. When I say leave the guy is the guy, I don't give second warnings. This is the only warning you will get.
You set the tone early in the game.
This is before the game. Guys come together. I don't make second calls. This is the only warning you're going to get before the game. When I say disengage, disengage. If not, I'm judging you points.
You set the tone.
Set the tone. When you go into the game and you are neither here nor there, right? In a high-stake game, it's not a group stage game, right? And there is now a pattern in a particular team's game. Now, this is not a Messi agenda. But what I do consistently is to go and read between the lines, right? And I'll come up with a very simple theory, right? The World Cup is hosted in the USA. And
This agenda,
when
I never heard before.
when the out of Europe, race for top players started, right? China began the race, right? China began the race, got a couple of top players, Tevez, Oscar, brought in Iniesta, all these players.
Igalo.
Eventually decided we're not going to go in that direction anymore, right? We're going to pull out and do something else. Then came the USA, then came Saudi, right? Right. I honestly believe, right, that when Messi chose to go to the USA, right?
This guy conspiracy.
Would you let me finish?
Let him
right?
finish.
No, you finish.
Right.
Finish. It's the leader here.
Right. When Messi chose to go to the USA, two things happened, right? Ronaldo went to Saudi. And remember, at the time, Messi went to the USA before Ronaldo went to Saudi, right? What had happened was we're going to build.
I think it was Ronaldo before Messi. Ronaldo went to Saudi.
Yeah, I think it was Ronaldo.
Ronaldo went to Saudi.
Right.
It was Ronaldo before Messi, yeah.
Right. That's the one thing right you've gotten today.
After everything I don't say.
Long range effort.
Bro, I'm just saying,
Oh God, I don't die.
what had happened is if you know about the competitive nature of countries and using sports as a driving tool as a driver for
narratives,
for radical change agendas and things like that, you understand what I'm talking about. When Messi chose to go to USA, one thing was clear to the Americans: we're going to make sure that we use the greatest player of all time, arguably, to usher in a new generation of football enthusiasts in the country. Now, that coincided with the World Cup being hosted in the US, in the bid and won. Now, I think that there is a clear script, right, in proper Hollywood fashion, to write a story, right, that the greatest player of all time, arguably, right, landed on our shores,
And won the
right,
World Cup.
and won the World Cup on our shores, right? And if I know anything about the US, is that years after, somebody always comes out and says, this is how we did it.
Hollywood, write this
It's
story.
pure Hollywood. Can I?
Hold on.
Write this story,
I'm not saying
Hollywood.
anything. I only want to ask him a question.
No, you ask a question, right? Because all I have seen, right, is nothing is going to get in the way of this final with Messi in it. At the very least, nothing's going to get in the way of this Hollywood story. You get?
Why do you think so?
I know.
Why do you think so?
Because
what are like the empirical facts?
I'll tell you what. Messi plays in the MLS, right?
You love it,
You don't know Roman Empire.
Messi plays in the MLS, right?
No, not Italian league.
Do you watch MLS games?
Yeah, very well.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
I dey watch highlights for
Midnight
you.
games, yeah.
I don't go sleep.
Do you think that what they play there is football?
Do you think
what they do there is football?
No, absolutely not.
Right.
No, they
If I go there, I'll be the best player in the league.
That's ridiculous.
If I have a 1 month intense training.
No.
But I have 1 month test training with what's his name?
No, when I say that if I go there, I'll be the best player in the league. Now without Messi.
What's that?
I'm not saying Messi.
What's this guy name? Wait, get gym for Lucky. You're calling brother. What's the big brother? Kemen. If I call Kemen, say Kemen, I want to have a 1 month training session with you, intense. Go to the MLS.
No, if I go to the MLS, I'll be at least top 3 best. I'll be at least senior man. Wait,
So-
you be no
but
best.
more seriously.
Senior man, I need you to come to the field on Sunday. If I go to the MLS, I'll be top 3 best in the league. It's without Messi.
Go Egyptian league.
It's without Messi. I'm not saying it's with Messi. The Egyptian league is stronger than the MLS.
Now so
The Egyptian league is tougher than the MLS.
Now some person go there Nigeria say there's nothing spectacular about these Alali players. This is
I am telling you that the Egyptian league is tougher than the MLS.
Anytime again, any Nigerian club want to go and play Alali or Zamalek, all these guys, and say
They're gonna lose now.
Nothing spectacular. I say see players where they inside
You
pitch
told
with
your body
Messi.
they hot.
No,
Wetin
man,
you
wait,
go out
I
of?
want to challenge Rufai here. That 3 months training you want to do.
I'm not saying I will do a 3 months training. Now him talk saying go do am.
Do am now. I go put you
Now
for my team.
him talk saying
You go play NLO.
Now him talk saying go do
Hold
3
on.
months
No,
training.
I want you sabi play.
NLO hard pass
I go put
MLS.
Say you don't.
Okay.
I'll put you for my team. You
want-
can play NLO full season.
How much?
Okay.
If you
No, on-
if
on-
you-
Wait.
if you-
No, leave it.
First of all, your team does not. You don't eat well.
Let
You
him
don't train
speak.
well.
Let him speak. Let him
No,
speak.
Anyone who's
Go on. Let him speak now.
Since Rufai go eat
Go on.
well,
You know
that
what
means
you
he'll be better than everyone, right?
Go on.
Why would I play for them? Taking my
For how much?
Train well.
For how much?
Hold on.
I'll
Train
play for
well.
a season. For how much?
Train well.
Baba, answer the real questions. Forget train and eat.
well, and you must
For how much?
And you must assure us that
I'll be
we
better
are-
than every single player. in the
No,
team.
that your impact will make us promote to the NNL.
Look at
Since
this
you are that
riffraff.
good.
Now, Ponzi scheme.
No,
Let me
since you are-
respond to
no,
him.
Since you are that
Bring one
good,
back.
Let me respond to him. Let me respond to him.
you say MLS football is.
Let me respond to him. Let me respond to him.
But-
They don't go hire. They don't go. They don't go hire farmers.
When
I want to get
plumbers.
health insurance.
Because to make a come play, say they must go NNL.
Baba, we get health insurance.
I say I'm going to be the best player in your team.
Guys,
Yes.
on a serious note,
I'm saying me.
you cannot.
on
How
a serious,
much?
On a serious
I go
note,
leave my work company
the
for
MLS
Liverpool.
is competitive. Just that the level of intent, and I watch the MLS a lot.
let me say why it's not.
The level is very competitive.
What is the-
No, it is competitive.
Players come from the MLS to the Premier League, and they hit the ground running.
Who won the ground?
John Duran came from the MLS.
Where is he?
And he hit the ground running.
He is ground running where? Where is he now?
Aston Villa.
Where is he now?
What's his name?
But he didn't start a
How many
fucking
games
game.
did he start?
You know the ground running.
He couldn't get
How
a
many games did
game,
he
bro.
start Aston
How can
Villa?
you say he hit the ground running when he couldn't get a game?
They scoring 40 million pounds.
He could not get a
How many games did he start?
He was
Premier League?
scoring goals.
My brother, if you are good, you start.
You can't start when Ollie Watkins is in
It's
front of
because
you.
you are not as good as
That's
him.
not-
That's not true.
He's not as good
Hold on,
as him.
guy.
Miguel Almiron, the Paraguayan player,
Yes.
came from the MLS.
Yes.
He was brilliant in.
Where is he now?
You know what you know?
You know, forget about where he is now.
I know they old.
Players have come from the MLS.
He
and come
played,
to the
my brother.
Premier
He
League.
played for Newcastle,
And they haven't
and he was
been out of place. So-
part of some of the worst Newcastle teams in the league.
The point is, players can come from the MLS and look good.
I agree with you.
What's his name? Richards, the Crystal Palace centre back. Came from the MLS. He looks
I agree
brilliant in the
with you.
league.
See, I don't have a problem with what you're
the
saying.
league is competitive.
Yes,
it may not
it
just
is.
have the level of intensity of European football.
Yes.
But it's
I'm not
very
talking about
competitive.
we allow our own game.
So having said all of this, you know,
Then I want to talk
I've
about-
been
then I
seeing
want
this
to talk-
conspiracy theory about, FIFA wants Messi to win the World Cup.
That's not
again.
what he said.
No,
Don't
that's
measure
not
it
what
up.
he said. No, I'm saying I've been seeing that one.
It's
FIFA
nonsense.
want, FIFA want Messi to. From where he stands, from the last 2 games I've watched Argentina, Cabo Verde and Egypt yesterday, I don't think they'll win the World Cup. From what from what I've seen,
They're not good enough.
if they meet a team that is with a better structure, say England are not spectacular, but they have better structures in the team. The 3 goals Egypt considered yesterday, I don't think England considered any of them.
Yeah. I don't.
Those 3 goals are in
I don't think they do true. Yeah.
England don't concede any of those
Yeah, I agree.
because they have better structure. So,
And they have a better
having
coach.
said all of that, it's just this a narrative of, there's a theory
Do you know
that
what I don't like? Let me talk. You know, after you said something, he went, and then IBK went, and then he went. What I don't like about the narrative, and that's why I immediately said that's not what UB said. But what I don't like about the narrative is that, and look, you guys know I'm a Ronaldo guy. And when I say I'm a Ronaldo guy, it doesn't mean I don't like Messi. I'm not one of those who is Messi or is Ronaldo. I'm not one of those people, right?
Of course.
I only speak about what I think is.
That's why they were criticizing me because I was spitting facts the other day.
I only speak about what I think is being done to Ronaldo that is wrong. If what is being done to Ronaldo now is being done to Messi, I will speak the exact same way because it is wrong. What I don't like about the narrative of, they're favoring Argentina. And don't worry, we do the banter as well when we watch Argentine games. I do think that they get away with some things that I don't understand why. But what I don't like about the narrative of them favoring Argentina is that it undermines the performances that Messi has had.
And
not just the team. No. You remember, when they say Argentina is being favored, they're talking Messi, don't worry. They say, if Infantino uses Messi, it's because of Messi. Don't worry, that's what they're talking about.
Have you seen Infantino celebrating the Messi?
We've seen it. I'm not saying that that's not possible, that there's something going on. I am saying that the narrative undermines the things that Messi does in the course of the game.
Good point.
Because it is not easy to be 39 and do what he's doing.
Great.
Do you understand? That's the problem I have.
Excellent point.
I agree.
Right? And again, on this podcast,
at least let that
one thing is clear, right?
Let this be what you put out.
On this podcast, one thing is clear, right? There is when you look at the meter, we are more on the objective side, right? And when we're bantering is quite clear. What I can tell you for free is that when you watch all the games, which games have referees been precise for underperforming the most at the World Cup?
It's Argentina. But that could also be because of the prejudice.
No. From who?
It could be. You remember when we talked about Henry analyzing Ronaldo in a way in the first game?
No.
We said when you get bombarded by certain information in the press, sometimes you might fall into it. So when you see the information about Argentina is being favored,
Did you watch England?
No, I didn't live. I didn't.
Ghana had a stonewall penalty.
Yeah, that was a penalty. Yeah.
And the last minute,
they didn't give them.
Guess what? They didn't give it.
They didn't check, did they?
And nobody talked about it. Everyone just...
No, I saw it online. People talked about it. No, there was no uproar.
Like, nobody felt like,
let me,
Even the Croatia-Portugal game.
What
happened there?
Even the Croatia-Portugal game.
What happened there? What happened there?
You know you're waiting what you talk.
Say waiting.
You say, the ball touch the guy here. That ball don't touch that guy here.
No, that was a goal.
That was a clean goal.
But again,
No, guys. Let's not do that. Let me come in here. Let me know.
How was the decision to chalk off that goal? In the end, maybe you could say it's subjective.
Before the start of the tournament, they said this is a man of science. It's a science thing. Did you not watch it? It's a science thing. They showed
the ball has sensors in the ball.
The ball has sensors in it. They said it before the start of the tournament. They showed the charts. When the ball touched the guy head, it's like when you're watching a heart monitor. It's like when you're watching a heart monitor. When there's a flat line, the person is dead. When you see this thing, that means the heart is working. They showed the chart. When the ball touched the guy, the thing went up. That's how they determined that the ball touched the guy's head. It wasn't subjective.
I love voice.
It was science.
Let's not lie to ourselves.
Or tech. It was tech.
The player said that barely touched the ball.
I don't understand.
Now you are that's a deciding factor.
They chalked off Ronaldo's goal in the Euros because of the same thing. He didn't touch your head. Ronaldo said he touched my head. What are you saying now, brother? This agenda no fly. They denied me 1.4 million.
I will never forget.
My brother, all I needed was a Bruno assist and a Ronaldo goal. Everything don't work.
Bruno go cross.
They can't chalk up the goal. I say, my God. I did Baba shop.
The same Bruno cross ball they gave Ronaldo.
He's an idiot.
He say a player here. You know what? If you walk up for road, you just stroll for evening. You stroll for evening. You see here, you stroll for streets. You don't go run.
This guy didn't have
metronome. I salute you, sir. This was tough.
See here, that person here.
That person here now. If you want me carry
if you're that here, you see Rufai cap beyond.
They just float. You don't go back house.
You know the carry so go run for you.
You get, it be like last week, they tell me, say, make I don't change money, no carry go back. This is not my money.
No, my money. Let's not fool around. You get, hey, belong to person. How the hell they reach the pitch?
See, let me tell you something there.
But to land the point, right? Like, it is very much about, I watch a lot of geopolitical films and see how, years later, people recount history and things like that. Yeah. And I watched a Jordan documentary, right? Depending on who you speak to, right? Depending on who you speak to, they'll tell you that the Jordan documentary was told, you know,
To favor Jordan.
to favor Jordan.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Right. Ultimately, if there is one country that have used the power of their media, their films, their documentaries, their stories to propagate their hegemony in the world, it's USA. Right. I don't know that, I mean, go back to the Cold War era, right? Chess. There was a chess race between Russia and USA. A lot of people don't know this.
Yes, now.
Like, it was actually like a thing where
That's why it's called the Cold War now.
the Russians, right, have always had great chess players. You know, Ukrainians, you know, also had, you know, great chess players. The US don't agree that they will be second on that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Because it's an intellectual thing. I think that in 2026, when the global game, right, is, of course, has always been football, I don't think that the US can stand by and see an opportunity,
Do you know?
right, to influence a story that can give the empire another, hold on, can give the empire another 30 years worth of generational storytelling, and they will influence it. I'll tell you why. In 2026, the US, as you know, are not when you talk about war power, they don't come top of mind anymore. You know, you talk about China, you know, you talk about, you know, Russia, you talk about, you know, so it's not a all-out front on my own, right? I don't honestly believe that these guys would, everything I've seen, right, is they want to tie the MLS, they want to make the MLS bigger than what it is, and they want to use Messi as the protagonist.
You know the pushback.
And luckily for them,
So Messi has to win the World Cup for them to be able to.
Luckily for them, right? They've chosen the perfect protagonist, because never mind you creating the conditions to make it happen. You have a guy that can actually, you get, damn the conditions and go ahead and make it happen.
Do you know
all I'm saying is look at the environment that is being created. When people talk about you know, enabling, you know, Messi, the goal Messi scored, they don't hit throw and give, and think can score. Now technique, right? What I'm saying is that if you look at the AFCON, the pre-tournament, the pre-tournament friendlies that Argentina played, right? They play African teams, right?
How do you put that down to?
I put it down to insider trading.
Come on. What are we doing here?
The whole world is playing AFCON. It's playing World Cup. Argentina are playing AFCON.
Portugal played us.
Yeah?
Portugal played us.
They played.
So they played Congo in the group. Who tell you when I say Egypt, they will play Egypt, play Ghana? In fact, I'm sorry.
Do you know the feedback I have? The feedback I have is this.
My brother.
The feedback I have is this.
Insider trading, bro.
Wait, the
Argentina had no business playing Cape Verde.
Exactly.
Like,
they were supposed to play. It was because Uruguay went and messed up. That's what turned it on his head.
Portugal did not finish top of their group.
So
you know
it's
that
not
Portugal was supposed to play Argentina in this quarterfinal.
Yes.
Do you know who's refereeing the French game?
All Argentines.
All Argentines.
Do you know
the internal?
That one, friend.
You
This
don't
one.
go.
Yes, this one are all Argentine. Relax.
Newspaper stand. I don't they go newspaper stand.
I love it.
No,
I love it.
My former street like this there. I go see newspaper stand. You go hear somebody they stand. I just dey waka dey go my way.
You can't agenda wey the newspaper stand. My God, that's the go.
This morning, as I speak with you, the chief of defense staff was in Tinubu's house. Now, as I speak with you,
No vex.
I dey look
Sit down,
at them.
wait. You get one day. Sit down, wait. You get one day. I go first. Sit down, wait now.
As I speak now,
Sit down, wait. You get one day. I go.
I dey look at.
You get one day. I go first. Sit down, wait now. You get one day.
As
I
I
go first.
speak now, he's in the president's house. Now,
Sit down, man.
if you go there, you will see
You
him.
get one day. I go.
Now let's relate, bro.
Bros. You
And
get
you
one
dey
day.
for Olatilewa.
Bro. Bro, you get one day. I go mosque. I go Friday prayer. Guy, you get one day. I go Friday prayer. Imam done the. And this particular mosque, this is the only mosque in my area. So that's like the central mosque. That's where we do Juma prayer and all that. So I go mosque. Imam done the.
What are you ready?
Imam done the. That one concern you. Imam done the wax lyrical. He done the wax lyrical. For my mind, I say, Imam, steady on, steady on.
And you will get
Spot time, like Imam say, say he called the talk one story of when Abiola dey alive and Abiola wife this Kudirat with a kill. Because they went in the map, because they say, you know, when Abiola walked into the room, I met his wife. You don't talk about Yoruba. Say he walked into the room, I met his wife. He say, come tell her. Say my wife. I say, man, what's in there for you? What are we doing?
If we go for also action,
What are we doing here now?
if you also action, when they hang you in it,
What did it happen for you?
which of Abiola or Kiri tell you?
Relax now.
Which of the two are they giving you this?
I didn't even go there. You they talk, like you go stand, you look at the person's eyes, like he's so convinced. He said, as I speak with you now.
I said, bros, all this are
look am.
now pray, we can't pray. Do this sermon, make we pray, they go.
Oh, I don't go like they enjoy their story. That's Friday.
I don't know. People don't say stupid things.
People just say stupid things all the time.
Someone tell you, I've got the same exact thing. It's just different.
Is it that it's the same or it's different?
It's different.
What's going on?
He say if we have it, if it's in stock, we have it.
I was going to say,
What do you mean if it's in stock, we have it?
I was going to say, the pushback.
Why don't you put if you pay for it, it's free. It's free. These stupid things.
I was going to say, right, the small pushback I have is that my own response to USA trying to create this narrative or that narrative or whatever it is they're trying to create is that I know US very well. US loves to do the home of the brave, country of the free, whatever.
Yeah. Lone Ranger and all those.
I don't think that the US will try to create a story with an Argentine player on an Argentine narrative. I hear what you're saying and I think it makes sense.
It's not what I'm saying, it's about the MLS.
Yes, I know. I was about to say because Messi plays in the MLS, right? But I think that the US would rather do that same narrative with, say, Folari plays in the MLS, or when Clint Dempsey was in the MLS, or Landon Donovan was in the MLS. They would rather do it, right?
No, they're not good enough to do it.
The point is, it's I don't want to use it's a bit, it's somehow that the Argentines, because I watched on the merit of what we have seen at the World Cup. This is me saying I have seen some of their games. I think that the referees, they are getting away with some things. I get that. But I've also seen on the merit of what I've shown at the World Cup, I can see the reason why they are getting through even when you think they're going to get knocked out. Against Cape Verde, against Egypt. I can see why they are going through.
Rufai,
I can see why. I don't agree with, because I think that narrative would undermine the work they're doing to go through.
What I'm saying, right, is when a teacher, right, when you have insider information, right,
you be your neck now.
when the conditions, you see, how do they fix matches? I'm not saying they're fixing matches.
I get what you're saying. Fixing matches.
Nobody
do like need for you.
They're the little things.
Infantino will just send boys, they go carry.
Fixing matches, now little things.
It's not. Nobody
will never be in your
nobody
face.
walks you
Never.
to the river.
No, it will never be in your face. They're the little things.
They leave you.
Oh,
like,
the guy didn't tackle.
They leave you subtle clues.
They're the little things. Fixing games. They're the little
What I'm
things.
saying is that
catch it.
The enabling environment, right? If I give you expo, you go write exam, right? You still have to remember the expo and go and.
But can I quickly tell you this, right?
Yeah,
for example, against Egypt.
Yeah.
The reason Argentina has gone through is because at 2-0, they turned up the tempo on Egypt and Egypt couldn't respond.
Yeah.
That's ultimately why they are.
But also, have they,
naturally,
but also,
a lot of the teams in the World Cup would have lost that game.
The key question is, have they been allowed to live long enough
to turn it
But in what game though?
Not yesterday's game.
Hold on. First of all, the Messi should have got a record.
At the start of the tournament, he would have been back for the game against Egypt.
Fair. But without qualified though.
You can't even say
Hold on. How many goals did Argentina score in the group stage?
He scored a lot of it. He's the highest goal scorer now, I think.
85% of their goals, right?
I hear what you're saying.
That's one.
I hear what you're saying.
Two. If in the first half of the game, right, I make a tackle, right? That's a red card worthy tackle.
Yep.
And I go and score the winner of the game. The argument at post game will always be, should I have been allowed to be on the pitch?
Yes, but that's the start of the tournament. That's the start of the tournament.
I'm talking about the chopped off goal.
No. I thought you said the red card.
No. I'm trying to.
Oh, the chopped off goal.
If you're 2-0 down in the first half, right? Right. Do you have do you have the air in your lungs?
No, let's talk about the chopped off goal.
It was 2-0 down at halftime. Argentina would have won that game 5-2.
Exactly. No, he's saying he's talking about the chalked off goal.
That's what I'm saying. That it was in the first half. So if it was 2-0 at first half, Argentina
the
would
truth is that if that goal had counted, there's nothing in that game that suggests that Egypt would have gone on to score the third one.
Right. Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Great.
the way Argentina would have come back in the second half,
If my mama been follow waka that year where they couldn't rat waka, you get story. Anyway, this show is brought to you by courtesy of Sir Edwards, and as you can see, we're having a great time.
We're going to talk about the African mentality.
I'm tired of that nonsense.
it's
Stop that.
Let's stop that.
Let's talk about Sir Edwards.
Let's talk about
Right.
Let's talk about Mo Salah.
big shout out to Mo Salah. I thought he led his team.
Amy, and the one leading the show now. You want the two? You know that's where they do two presenters,
Ghost.
right?
As senior man, as Egypt concede.
You two keep quiet.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut that thing down. Shut that thing down. Right.
What do you mean? From 20 minutes to 3 minutes, you don't the thief.
Now you have to go down and pick his kid at school.
But we agreed to finish at 1.
Right. The producer has changed his mind. They have a problem with that. Anyway, Sidos are doing pretty much doing a giveaway, and because we're having a great time, they decided to give out 25K. Right. They pretty much want you to buy a bottle of Sidos. Right. That's the first step. Record a 30 seconds plus video featuring your bottle. Predict the final score, the man of the match, and the assist maker. Quarterfinal game between France and Morocco. Right. So final scoreline, man of the match, and assist maker. What is the fourth step here? The fourth step is post on Instagram and tag Sir Edwards and two of your friends. So I recommend you tag Rufai and Ini. They are universal friends. You get of everybody on the pod.
Say that again, sir.
Right. Post on IG and tag Sir Edwards and tag two of your friends. So Rufai and Ini. Right. And just like that, they'll give you 25K. Right. Yeah. Easy 25K, right? That's not easy at all. Right. Anyway, gentlemen, we're done with the show. I wanna give a shout out to we have a very full house today, right? We have a chief photographer in the house. Shout out to Aino, who's in the background.
Top guy.
We have a fine boy in the house, and it's a pleasure to also welcome a female on the cast.
No, Kofo come so
Please
take a picture.
come take a picture. It is nice to always get some. What's the opposite of testosterone?
Estrogen.
Estrogen, right?
Yeah.
Please come. Yeah, please come. You get sit in the middle. IBK, please. Watch your.
And now my baby with this now.
You get right. Okay.
Keep your hand down.
Relax, IBK. You're too excited. Relax.
Why won't I be excited?
Relax. Let's take some
I
pictures.
replied in my side.
Let's take some pictures, right? And wrap it up on the show. Follow us on Instagram, subscribe, of course, on YouTube. We're at 12K. We're at 12.2K. So let's get that up. And of course, don't forget to listen on Spotify as well, because we're waiting on your Spotify wrap as always at the end of the year. Kofo, thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed our show.
Yeah.
Yep. And the rest will come in the future. All right? Okay, cool.
I hope you forgive our language too.
Yeah.
We get nasty at times.
Yeah. You want us to? Okay. What's up? Remove this thing. We don't look.
You're not a production person.
Will you show the picture? Which kind of lens did you use? Now, red lens did you use?
The editor.
All right, let's go.
Okay.